Blessings, blessings, blessings in abundance to you all. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Civility 360, folks. Today is a special day. Ladies and gentlemen from all around the world, we welcome you to today's doctoral commencement. You are about to witness history as we honor some of the best and the brightest from around the world. I am Professor Vernet A. Joseph, the founder of Productive Business Civility, the Global Productive Business Civility Day, and co-founder of Civility 360. I'm joined by my good friend, my co-host, the global world civility leader himself, Sir Clyde Rivers. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fantastic, and I'm excited. Every time we're able to add the knowledge base of the world, that excites me. And we have some amazing honorary doctorates today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, as you chime in, what we're asking you to do is go ahead. One, let us know where you're chiming in from. Two, share out this feed because your family member or friend is about to be conferred with an honorary doctorate, and that means the world to them. And I know you sharing this page with someone today is going to be a blessing, and it will write the annals in history and time today. Sir Clyde Rivers, I don't want to belabor the time because I know there's so many things going on around the world. I would love for you to just share with our listening and viewing audience what the history is behind the doctoral commencement through UGCSI at this particular point in time.
Man, thank you so much, Professor Burnett. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the background. I went into Uganda, Africa in like 2005. And as I was sitting there, I heard the word educate Africa. And what happens is, as I came back home, I met a man, the founder of Latin University of Theology, and he asked me to help go in Africa and educate for his institution. And then what he did, he turned me on to the founder of like Graduate College and Seminary International. And this guy asked if I would represent him in the continent of Africa. And as he passed, a couple years later, he passed. And what happened, I partnered with Kaiua International University in Uganda. So our United Graduate College and Seminary is accredited by the Uganda through the Kaiua International University, and we have worldwide evangelical accreditation. And it was amazing as we first this institution. This is what I saw. I saw researchers that are very necessary and needed, but I saw another component. I saw people that actually searched for new knowledge, and these people were doing amazing work, and they weren't recognized because it wasn't scientifically researched. But yet, one gentleman, for example, had established a hospitals that took care of over 60,000 people free of charge. So this man built this institution. So I recognized him for his work to help mankind. And one of the amazing things about our United Graduate College and Seminary is we honor people for their actions, what they've accomplished, not just what they've researched, but what they've served. So there's a difference between a researcher and a searcher. In our philosophy, and searcher is someone that actually lives a life that brings new knowledge to the world. So as we started this in like 2006 or 5 or 6, as we started then, it was ironic because as I went into Africa and I started honoring people, I honored our first recipient of an honorary doctorate, which is it's not based on your scientific, the research based on a lit. Our first candidate was the president of Uganda and his for their work to bring awareness to HIV/AIDS in their country. They were the first recipients of honorary doctorate. We honored them for the work they had done. At the time, country Uganda, out of every 10 persons, 3 had AIDS. So it happens, they actually made a stance called the ABCs, and every politician that went out for them, they had to speak on the ABCs first. And what it did, it actually, I think it was man, one out of every 10, 6 people had AIDS. And what happens when they created this campaign, it lowered down to almost nothing. So we honored them for a new initiative that brought life and also saved lives. Then another recipient we had for the honorary doctorate was a man named Kenneth Coyote. He was one of the actual freedom fighters that fought to free Nelson Mandela. So he's a recipient for his fight to free Nelson Mandela. So, President Burnett, and we have honorary doctorates that have done the job. This is an honor. We're honoring you for your service, not your academic research. So everyone we've ever honored, we've honored 15 presidents. We have hundreds of people that have impacted this world. And in my opinion, those individuals are worthy of an honorary doctorate for their life lived. So our institution, we are now going on our 15th year, and we've had battles. Trust me, whenever you bring anything new into the world's paradigm, it is fought. But people, we have survived, and we are now an institution in the country of Uganda with Kyoto University. So, and every recipient that receives this honor, it has to be a person that has the evidence and results behind their life. So everyone that we've ever honored has evident results. Professor Burnett, over to you.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. I hope that everyone understands what is actually going down and why we say you are literally making history. As you listen to the history of our school and the honorary doctorate, you see that you are in a class above. Please hear me. Above. You're talking about 15 presidents. You're talking about world changers. This is something that I want you to hold your head high with, that I want you to walk with an authority in. And you're getting these things because of your life's work. Your life's work. So, Sir Clyde Rivers, I'd love to go ahead and start this morning. The YouTube feeds are up. The Facebook feeds are up. You can begin to share those. And we're going to start with Dr. Jesse Salgado.
Perfect. Jesse Salgado is a gentleman that I've worked with. He's an author, but more than that, what this man does, I call him, he's a workplace genius. What he does, he has the ability to actually work with people that are struggling, hurting in the workplace, and he has found a way as a chaplain to impact people's lives and turn their lives around. And this man has story after story of evidence and results of individuals that were going a wrong way, and he impacted their life. And he's an author, and as a matter of fact, he's authoring his actual second book. And I really applaud him for the work that he does. And he is very, very excellent man. And Jesse Salgado, we're honored to have you receive our honorary doctorate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. What a wonderful blessing. Dr. Salgado, just hold just a moment. We're going to go ahead and show your degree now so that people can understand the severity of what we're dealing with today. Doctorate of Philosophy in Humanities will be conferred upon Jesse Anthony Salgado today, and we are honored to have you amongst the ranks of United Graduate College and Seminary International. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dr. Salgado.
Sir Jesse, Jesse, did you share a few words with those individuals that have impacted your life?
I thank everyone that challenged me with my character and helped me improve within myself. You know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today. So I take everything into consideration, through my flaws, and work on my flaws to be a better person, because that's what it's all about. Everybody wants to be treated happy, and that's what I've been trying to do, work on still on my character throughout, the stressful work days, but also having them to give me an opportunity to relax, to recorrect myself, and then giving me that chance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And the honorary doctorate in humanities is for people that are impacting our society. And I have a simple philosophy. There's 7 billion people in the world, and they all have gifts to help the world. So it's our job to make sure 7.8 billion people have the right and the ability to bring their contribution to this world. So Dr. Jesse Salgado, we are proud to bring you into our elite forces of the honorary doctorate of United Graduate College and Seminary International. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Salgado. Blessings to you. We look forward to the great work that you will do. Next up, Sir Clyde Rivers, we have the one and only Gina Maria-Evans McFarLane. Here we are. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thank you.
Good, good. Well, I'm going to speak on behalf of this one here. Man, Gina, I've watched her work for years. Even when I wasn't in the kind of work I'm doing now, I would look at her Facebook feed and see her out taking her own money, her own time, and feed the homeless and help the homeless people. And actually, by the way, her daughter Hannah is like amazing. So Gina has evidence and results. Gina is a major part of actually social activism. She Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, anything that matters. Gina Evans is on the front line, making sure that everyone has the right to what the Constitution promises. I've watched her life. I watched her daughter's life, because this is what happens when you see a mother that's raised a daughter that's excellent. That means the evidence and results of her life are excellent. And Gina is one of the most people, but more importantly, she has evidence and results of helping the down and out become better. So this is an easy call because of the work she's done to bring her in to our elite, our family of honorary doctors. So Gina is 1 in a billion, and I'm telling you, the ability to meet her and spend time with her, she's infectious. Everything around her blooms, it grows. So we're honored, Gina, to have you as an honorary doctor for United Seminary International.
Absolutely, absolutely. We just want to say congratulations to you, Gina. Phenomenal work that is being done around the world. We honor you today and want you to know without a shadow of a doubt that your life work matters. It is seen, you are heard, you are appreciated, and that is what civility is all about. So today we have the opportunity to give you this honorary doctorate from United Graduate College and Seminary International, Dr. Gina Maria-Evans McFarLane. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the work that you are doing around the globe. You are appreciated.
And Gina, would you share a couple words with the people that have made this possible for you in your life?
Yes, I want to thank my daughter for always being there for me, even though sometimes it's very difficult. And I want to thank everyone that I was out helping for giving me the chance to help them and to show them care. We're all a paycheck away. Anybody can be a paycheck away from being homeless, and not everyone knows the homeless story. So you have to always think about what are they living through. I mean, it could be anything from they just lost their job and they ended up on the streets. They don't have family, or it could be anything. So I just really want to thank everyone for standing behind me and helping me be a better person and helping others be better as well.
Wow.
Well,
Listen, true and kind words. Go ahead, sir.
The world is a better place because you're in it. And I mean that. And thank you. And we're honored to have you as a doctor.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I was just going to echo the exact same thing. It is always seen in a person who has character and integrity by the work that their hands and feet and even their mouths are doing. So we're grateful and thankful to add you to the UGCSI fold. Thank you so much, Dr. Gina.
Thank you.
Next up, sir, we have Wishum Gregory. Wishum Gregory. So we are going to do a special piece for Wishum here as he cannot be with us live. Dr. Gregory is a phenomenal individual, but I'm going to yield to Sir Clyde Rivers first.
Yeah. Wishum Gregory is one of the artists, civil rights art, Black Lives Matter art, social art. He is one of the most phenomenal artists in the world. And I'm telling you, and for us to have the ability to award Wishum Gregory with an honorary doctorate for his service to actually tell the story of actually reform through decades. And he is a leader of leaders, and he is one of the top artists in the world. He's our Civility 2021 Artist of the Year, and we're honored to bring him in as an honorary doctor today. Over to you, Professor Burnett.
Absolutely. When you have the opportunity to meet a man of Wishum's character, you will find yourself in awe. Someone who has had many experiences, but encapsulate what we would call civility in action. This is someone who champions the causes around the world through the artistry form. And when I tell you he does phenomenal work, any banner that you have seen us share, you can almost bet that it was created by Wishum Gregory. And if you ever get the opportunity, check out Wishum Gregory art. He is phenomenal.
Legend.
He is phenomenal. So today, Wishum, we want to honor you with the United Graduate College and Seminary International Doctorate degree of Philosophy in Humanities. Welcome to the fold. We love and appreciate you and the work that you bring to the fold. All right. Now we move forward into our next graduate, Dr. Linda Richardson from St. Martin. How are you doing today?
I am doing so fine. I'm doing great. I'm blessed.
Absolutely. Now, you know, words, man, there are not enough words for me really to explain the work and the life of Dr. Linda Richardson. I'm calling her doctor in advance because she has a doctorate already. She has done phenomenal work around the globe. She is what you would call Mama Richardson to many, and she has developed and groomed so many from around the world. One of the things that I really love about Dr. Linda Richardson is she has a program called Aging with Grace, and she teaches you how to live a life that is worth remembering. She teaches you how to maximize your life now. She teaches you how to build a legacy in real time. So when I tell you, Sir Clyde Rivers, that Dr. Linda Richardson belongs in the UGCSI family, and she is truly an ambassador to so many, her life speaks for itself. All of St. Martin at this particular point in time, I know, is standing up because Dr. Linda Richardson is on the line. So we just want to let you know that we appreciate the work that you are doing. We appreciate how you continue to bring a zest and life to our world. The world truly is a better place because you are in it. because you are one of what I would call the spices of life that helps us to enjoy life. So it is a pleasure and it is my honor to say that Dr. Linda Richardson is about to become what I would call a part of the UGCSI family. And what a wonderful, wonderful thing that we get to do today, because you have a mother and daughter combination, as Sir Clyde Rivers was talking about earlier with Dr. Gina. And you can tell when someone has the goods because their children end up flourishing and making grand things happen. So it is an honor. It is a pleasure to confer this on you. And I want to defer over to Sir Clyde Rivers on this.
I'm honored to be in the presence of this great legend. So again, we so appreciate your work because it's making humanity better. I often tell people, at the end of the day, 7.8 billion people are called to help solve 7.8 billion people problems. And you are making life better for others. So we're honored to bring you into our family, Linda Richardson. Doctor.
Yes, yes, indeed. So here it is right here. The United Graduate College and Seminary International would like to confer this degree, the Doctor of Philosophy in Humanities, to Dr. Linda Richardson. We salute, we appreciate, and we honor you. Dr. Richardson, would you bless us with a few words?
First of all, thank you, and I hope you will bear some patience with me, because it might not be a few words, but have some patience.
Yes.
So, your Honorable Ambassador Sir Clyde Rivers, Honorable Professor Dr. Verna Joseph, distinguished guests, all of you, and also the graduates. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to be a proud recipient of this honorary doctorate degree in philosophy of humanities. I am especially touched and overwhelmed with the fact that I'm sharing this illustrious stage with my daughter, Ife Andrea Badejo, or rather Ife Andrea Yetunde Badejo, and I will explain just now why I'm saying Yetunde. At any case, my kids grew up with a mother who oftentimes people would tell them that it would be they would have big shoes to fill. However, we believed, especially when Ife was born, we lift her up to the universe and said, behold, the only thing greater than yourself. And so we believe that Ife has been accomplishing a lot of stuff around the world. I believe personally that Ife is more deserving of this honorary degree because she has been really plowing ahead, inspiring young people, doing what she had to do, and also giving back. What I have always told my children, to give back. Whatever they accomplish, to give back. And that is what I have been doing. I'm especially also touched today because I'm a child of a mother, a hardworking mother, who died too young, who is a cleaner, a cook, and everything else. And I'm her first child to have obtained degrees. I have been honored and privileged to reach very high heights, be with prince and queens and princesses, travel the world from the Caribbean, United States, Africa, China, Singapore, and name it. Those are privileges, and those are also learning moments. So when we say that our kids cannot fill our shoes, that's not true. We have traveled also with these children and taught them how to live as princes and how to live as paupers. So they do not take anything for granted, and they do not live with a form of entitlement. Yes, I have been the Minister of Education and Culture of my country and was proud to do so, and have always been involved with young people, have always been encouraging young people, and indeed many call me mama or mommy, a second mom. Of late, last year during the pandemic, and when I saw the attack on the seniors and the elderly, because they had to be locked down, because they were the ones who were going to be dying first, is at that time I started my program, Aging with Grace. And I started it to help the aging population be aware of how to work on their immunity and be aware of how to protect themselves against the onslaught, not only of the sickness, but also of the many persons who thought it was better to sacrifice an older person than a younger person, who thought it's better to let an elderly person die and save a younger person. That was an attack, I think, on the human rights of the senior citizens and the elderly. So yes, I started that program, although it was something in my heart for quite some time to start a TV program before that. As several people would ask, what do you do to stay so young? And there is where I came up with the term aging with grace, and I will give people tips on how to age with grace. So today, I really want to thank you, Dr. Burnett, because what you have been doing for me, thank you so much. I know you have respected me for years. You have been encouraging me to put down my stories in a book. You have always told me you have to write. And I think today I make that promise to you, I will write. There are a few books already in the making. One of which, of course, is Aging with Grace. Mm-hmm. The other one is The Black Girl in the Ring, because I've always been pioneering and doing things differently. Mm. The last one is The Interpreter. As an interpreter in the justice system, my eyes have opened a lot to several things that are happening in our society that many people do not know about. So thank you so much for this encouragement. I see it more as an encouragement, Dr. Burnett, and I promise you, I will not only start the books, but I will finish them. I think it is necessary, and I think that's something that I have to also leave behind and do not take it with me when I'm leaving this world. I also want to thank, of course, my mom, who have instilled in us that education is very important, and especially for her daughter. She thought education is very important, and that I have passed on. I remember my mom at the age of 50 standing on a stage and graduating with cap and gown with her younger sons, because she did not get a chance to graduate when she was a teenager. So she did it at the age of 50. And when she started to study at university, psychology, as a matter of fact, and philosophy, regrettably, she never got to finish because not long after she passed on, and she got ill and she passed on. So I think this today is very special, but it has become like almost, and I hope it become a tradition in our families all over the world, that mother and daughter, father and son, families could graduate together. Some people think it's important to go dancing together, that's nice, but it's also important to show the value of education together. I want to thank my daughter, Ife, because I know that she had a hand in this in a sense. I want to thank her for also sharing this stage with me. I'm so proud of her. I want to thank also my other children who are always behind me. I want to thank my siblings who are all over the world and they cannot be here because of the pandemic. I also want to thank my youngest daughter, who right now is in Silicon Valley as the data science manager for Facebook, who has been encouraging me in whatever I do and all of my new undertakings. And I've just joined this past week the Senior Citizen Steel Band Group. So I've started to play piano. So I'm doing some of this to show that even at our age, we can still do fun things and we can live, and we do not wait to exhale, but we live and we live well and we age well. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you so much for this honor, and I will never forget it, and I will continue to keep you in my prayers, and you also, Sir Clive Rivers, as well as I will keep my promise, Dr. Burnett Joseph, that I will finish that book. And if I get stuck, I'll come to you. Thank you so much. Thanks to all. I also want to thank all of you who are following this online today, and even those special guests here in St. Martin. Thank you so much for sharing these moments with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Dr. Linda Richardson. As you heard and as you can see, she has a life well lived that has transformed many, many decades and has helped so many from across the globe. And I want to share with the listening and viewing audience right now, Dr. Linda Richardson and soon to be Dr. Ife Badejo are having a live event in St. Martin. And we want to honor them. We want to show them that they are appreciated and that they're loved. because they're taking it even a step further, even through and during the pandemic. So we salute you, everyone who's in the room, everyone who's watching online. We love and appreciate you. Sir Clyde Rivers.
No words. Dr. Richardson is in a class by herself, and we're honored to have her in our 2021 honorary doctorate graduating class.
Absolutely. Thank you once again, Dr. Linda Richardson. Up next, we have Miss Ife Badejo, soon to be Dr. Badejo, which is Dr. Linda Richardson's daughter. Welcome, 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 Dr. Ife Badejo. How are you today?
I'm fantastic.
Absolutely. Listen, words again cannot express my appreciation and gratitude for the woman who is on the screen today. She is one who stands up, who stands out, who shows with action, not with words, but with evidence and results, that she is willing to go to the front line, to the battle line for her community, for the entrepreneurship community, for women, for the Caribbean, and she does it with grace. So I am excited, I am honored to be here with you today to confer this degree upon you, but to help people to understand and know how important it is to be an agent of change. Dr. Ife Badejo is someone who, she needs no introduction. She believes in what she believes in, and she'll fight for it tooth and nail until the end. So when I think of Dr. Ife Badejo, I hear so many different acronyms and businesses and things that have come about because her mind just doesn't stop. Whether we're talking about Islandpreneur, whether we're talking about the Power Hour, whether we're talking about just Global Entrepreneurship Week, whether we're talking about someone who has been in pageants but never talks about it, right? Whatever it is, I mean, studied abroad in the Netherlands, traveled all over the world. Well, you heard her mom. We could just drop the mic right now. But you have also heard Dr. Linda Richardson said that even Ife has exceeded where she has gone. And this to me today is a great day because I want the world to see and know that it is possible. There is nothing that is impossible when you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
So today we are honored. But before I move forward, I would love to have Sir Clyde Rivers say a few words, and then we will confer Dr. Ife Badejo.
Yeah. Ife is our I Change Nations entrepreneur civility icon for the entire world. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking, we work all over the world, and there's none that has made the impact of Ife. I mean, just with the Islandpreneur in a time of change. She was on the cutting edge of making sure others were understanding how to do online business during the pandemic, and she did it free of charge. This is the heart of civility that we're looking for, and she is just a part of who she is. So Ife, we're honored to bring you in as a doctor to our phenomenal institution.
Absolutely, absolutely. And please forgive me. There are so many different comments that are popping up. And even for those who we've conferred upon earlier, I want to try to get all of these comments within the stream. So even if you see me go back, it's because we want to respect and honor those who are watching online and get the opportunity to chime in and give their voice and their appreciation for all of our honorees and our new doctors in the UGCSI family. Again, after the stream, you will be able to share these. So we do want to make sure that they're in there. Again, this is an honor. It's a pleasure for us to be able to do what we do. When you hear that 15 different presidents have received these types of awards, you have to understand and know that you are in a class above You are not a number two. You are a number one. You are shaping and changing and transitioning and transforming the world around you. Each and every one of you in your own right are changing your communities. That's who we are. That's what civility does. That's what a UGCSI graduate does. We don't take a degree and simply put it on the wall. We literally take it to the globe and show them what kindness and respect and what love looks like in action. And that's what we do week upon week from Civility 360. We want you to know that you are loved, that you are appreciated. Any of you who have the opportunity to work with any of these individuals, please, ma'am, please, sir, know without a shadow of a doubt that you're working with the top. You're working with the best of the best. So I took that time. There's so many in here that I didn't get to show. I will try to do that, towards the end. Man, life is good when you're making an impact. Life is phenomenal when people begin to see you high and lifted up. I'm looking at mothers congratulating their sons. I'm looking at daughters congratulating their moms. Come on, people. Are you picking up what we're literally putting down? I sure hope that you are. Well, without further ado, Dr. Ife Badejo, let me take that comment quickly off of the feed so that, wait a minute, where'd it go? Well, you guys are hitting me up. Y'all making me work today. All right, here we go. So Dr. Ife Badejo, it is a pleasure and an honor from United Graduate College and Seminary International to confer upon you the Doctorate of Philosophy and Humanities. You are now Dr. Ife Badejo. Go forth and do great things. Would you mind sharing a few words with us today?
Please. Thank you so much. I'm a bit emotional, and the reason being is for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, I am grateful to the Most High, to the one who holds my breath, to the one that made this all possible. With him, I am nothing and I can do nothing. And so all glory and honor belongs to him first and foremost. He gives me that passion. He gives me that focus. He gives me that drive. He connects me with people from all over the world, including yourself and Dr. Rivers. He has chosen my mother as my mother to fortify me, to make me into and help mold me into the woman that I am today. He's chosen my father, as a man who honors women and shows me that as a woman, I'm not less than, I'm of equal value. He has chosen my family that spans from Nigeria, Spain, the US, the islands. So I am forever grateful to him first and foremost. In the studio right now, we have, and if you would allow me just a few minutes, I am my mother's daughter, so I just can't, run on and run off. But with protocol having been established by my mom, in the studio we have two former prime ministers. We have my father. We have Dr. Alicia Liverpool, my spiritual leader and mentor. We have Michael Jeffrey, my big brother and an innovator like no other. We have my younger brother, who is the focal point for the e-government project of St. Martin and head of ICT of the government of St. Martin. And we have streaming online people from all over the world. I just saw many comments from my aunt in Tampa, from my cousin in Florida, from my Nigerian family as well. And we also, by the grace of God, were able to do this at Telem to ensure that we're properly connected to the world, which is our strategic partner. Why do I say all of that? Is because it takes a village. Every single person that has ever spoken a good word into my life, that has ever given me a hug, that has ever liked a post, that has ever opened up an email, that has given me criticism on what I need to work on, whether it is a personal weakness that I need to develop more, or whether it's something professionally that I needed to look at. Every one of you, this belongs to you too. This is not just about Ife. This is not just about mommy. This is about Martin showcasing to the world our greatness on another level. This is about the world seeing us as equal value added people. This is about us providing platforms for all to be able to progress economically and entrepreneurially. This is about honor. And so, as it is my truest honor and privilege to receive this honorary doctorate from none other than Dr. Clyde Rivers, the world civility person himself, and someone who I have grown to know as a big brother of my own, Dr. Vernette Joseph. I thank you so much for this opportunity. I thank you so much for recognizing the hard work that has gone into all of this, not just by me, but by the village that I belong to. I thank you so much for taking the time to put St. Martin on the map in a different way. I thank you all for this. This means not just a lot to me, but for those who are coming up behind of me. And this validates the hard work of those many that went before me, my grandmother included. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is definitely a pleasure and an honor. I want to bring in all of the actual graduates to say thank you, to let you know that you, again, as we speak, you are appreciated, you are loved, you are seen, you are heard. It does us great pleasure to watch civility move around the globe. It is something that is so special to us to see a man's dream. When God spoke, I change nations into existence through his psyche, and then to breathe into UGCSI that would confer degrees from around the globe. Listen and listen well. There is no one that is not important on this earth. There is no one who does not belong. You have the mantle, Dr. Jesse Anthony Salgado. You have the mantle, Dr. Gina Maria-Evans McFarLane. You have the mantle, Dr. Wishum Gregory. You have the mantle, Dr. Linda Richardson. You have the mantle, Dr. Ife Badejo. Today is the day. And we are honored to confer upon each and every one of you the title of doctorate. Well deserved. You are changing humanity for the better. And because of that, the world will be and become a better place day after day after day. Never forget that civility starts with you. And when you make civility contagious, the world becomes a better place. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't give up. You have a community of people, a network around the globe that can assist you in any endeavor that life may throw at you. Tap in and do the work and show people that it is possible. As the founder of Productive Business Civility and the co-founder of Civility 360, today we write history together. Sir Clyde Rivers.
And what I want to say to every one of you, you qualify. Do not let things enter in and tell you you haven't qualified for this. These degrees come from God because God sees you in the dark time. He sees you in the good times and the bad times. And every one of you have passed the test and you qualify to have honorary doctor in front of your name. And I am so honored to have you a part of our international family. And people, I'm going to put together a summit real soon, maybe in the island of St. Martin, to where we can all come to as a family, have all of our honorary doctors in St. Martin's come. And Doctor, with the amazing Dr. Alicia Liverpool and great people. So Dr. Burnett, well, I'll put together a function in the island of St. Martin for our honorary doctors to come embrace each other and find the next strategy of how to impact this world. So I love you all. Dr. Gina, Wow, all those years of watching you do work to help the homeless, to watch you in your social activism, standing for the right causes. Jesse Salgado, watching you help every individual, Wishum with his art. Linda Richardson, amazing, hero. Ife, islandpreneur, impacting the whole globe. You're the best I know in the world, and we're proud that we're the first institution to award you with an honorary doctorate. We're happy. So thank you all so very, very much.
Absolutely. Once again, we are grateful and thankful. I challenge each and every one of you who are watching on either platform, the YouTube or the Facebook, to reshare this commencement ceremony and let people know that it is possible, folks. It truly is. It takes a village, but it also takes a network to cast a net that is worth catching. So thank you all. Continue to enjoy your day. Continue to make an impact around the globe and tell somebody how important civility truly is. We love, appreciate, and honor each and every one of you. God bless you and have a fantastic day. Go out and do something memorable and something that will change the life of people around you. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed and wonderful day.
Perfect.
Congratulations.
Thank you.